Would you believe me if I said that I have farmed for 2 hours? 2 hours. I have 20,500 elemental overflows. Just a nice regular 2-hour farm, just like that. Would you believe me? I wouldn't believe me, but here it is. Those 2 hours was included that I was looking for spots and places, and like I literally microscoped and freaking island to find best places to farm these elemental overflows. Now, we have talked about the rares, that they drop quite good. They drop between like 300 up to, okay, it's like 300 most of them. There is one that can drop 600, and there is another one where we fight 2 rares, but it's 1 rare, and those 2 drops in total 1,350. So yeah, those rares totally fine. I mean, it's a good rare farm, and that's where everyone is right now. And maybe you have seen on like social media or YouTube or whatever that people have been saying that mobs in this island drops elemental overflow. You don't have to be an event to do it. They all drop it, and rares they drop more. With that said, I found good spots. People will make farm groups to farm elemental overflow. We're gonna see loads of these farm groups. Now the question is, where is it good to farm? In general, everything gives you elemental overflow. The only thing that doesn't give you elemental overflow are mobs that have low health. Mobs drop amount of elemental overflows based on how much health they have. The more health, the more overflow. The less health, the less overflow. If you want to farm this, if you want a lot of overflow, of course you have to kill mobs with more health. I'm not talking about the rares. Of course you kill the rares. Like it's just, you know, fix a farm group, kill the rares, GG. You get a lot of elemental overflows from them. But they are a one-time thing per day. If you kill a rare again, you can't even loot. It's unlootable. So you don't even get overflows if you kill a rare again. So where is the best place? You're gonna see farm groups in 2 locations, and there's even a 3rd location that no one will think about, but now you will. One spot is a Froststone Vault. An even better spot is a Storm Sunder Crater. Now why are they good? Because you can't farm these non-elite ones. This one has 175k, so these will drop around 12, 13 elemental overflows. But you can do these. People will do these as well. See that 13 from that one? But 175k health, we don't care about them. We care about the elites up here. That's an elite. All these are elites. Everything down there are full of elites. This is where people gonna farm. This is actually a good place to farm. This girl with fire elementals on her, or with her, drops actually 160 elemental overflows. So yeah, so people will farm these elementals here and down there. And the one that looks the similar, Froststone Vault, it's very similar to this one. And imagine that you're not gonna be alone here. You'll fix a farm group, you're gonna wreck this entire area. And you haven't even seen everything yet. This is outside of where all the elites are. So of course, if you're gonna farm, you go in here. I got 400 out of those, which means that's almost how much a rare is. If we go in, I'm not gonna farm everything now, but if we go in, just see how it looks. All these mobs will drop 80 or 160. People gonna farm everything here, man. People gonna wait for respawn here and keep on farming. If you kill in this entire room, I have done that just to see how much I get. It's around 2,800 elemental overflows in this room. Imagine having a farm group and doing this in 5 minutes. Respawn time in here is around 5-10 minutes. So this will be a big, huge area where people will farm elemental overflows. If you want to do that, this is where you go. But there's actually a very good area here. The good thing about this one, remember I said that it's based on how much health they have? When I calculated this, you divide by 10,000. So this is 140,000 divided by 10, and then like it's plus minus 3 maybe, elemental overflows. Now, those mobs I killed over there that were elite up here, they hit me hard, as you could see. If I wasn't a tank, I would have died. Now, I actually went to DPS, even though I'm gonna kill a mob that has a lot of health. A lot of health equals a lot of elemental overflow. And it's that one right there. This one has 1,750, which means it's gonna drop between 168 to 180 elemental overflows. I went DPS anyway. Why? Because it's a quest mob. Quest mobs equals it's easy to kill in a way that it won't do so much damage on you. I'm not gonna interrupt it. I'm not gonna do anything on this one. I'm just gonna damage it. If this was an elite, it would have been harder with that health. Much harder, especially as a DPS. So why did I put my eyes on this one? Because I saw that this is tied to a quest. As I've always said, always, from the profession farming. If you want to farm something for professions, you go to places that is tied to quest or world quest or something like that. Why? Because the respawn time is changed during that time the quest is up. In this case, this is a quest that will always be up. This is not the world quest, anything like that. This is tied to the actual storyline. Yes, this one drops 166. Highest I got on it is 181. It's 1 minute respawn time on this one. It takes 1 minute to kill. It's 1 minute respawn time. What does that mean? If you will only go for this one and kill a same mob over and over, you will get around 5,000 elemental overflow per hour. And the best thing about it is that in the beginning, a lot of people are gonna kill this one because it's tied to a quest. So it's gonna go faster than every 2 minutes. It's probably gonna die like in, I don't know, 30 seconds every time it's up. Even if you make a group only for this one, imagine that you have 5 people only going for this one. You will kill this one with your group. You might kill this one in like 20 seconds. Then it's 1 minute spawn time. So basically, less than every 1.5 minutes, you will get around like in average 175 elemental overflow. We saw that one that is here. We saw this one over here, which has a rare inside, a dragon inside there with all these elites. And the one that is left is the frost one. The frost one is the worst one of those 3, I would say. And it's in here. It's literally outside the storm event that we don't know what's gonna drop yet from it. So these mobs, they have 500k health. The only problem why I think this one is a little bit worse is because if you go in here, the mobs in here are not elite. There are some elites that walks around, but that's very few. Maybe like 3 elites in the title zone here. The rest are non-elites. The other place we were in, all of them were elites. So that's why this one is worse. So why is it important with elite, non-elite? It's because of the health. Elites have more health, which means more elemental overflow. But I mean, you can farm here, but the one over here, the Storm Thunder Crater, that's full of elites and it's much more elemental overflow from it.